If you guys are looking for the cheapest and most reliable coins on the market, make sure to head over to utnice.com and use code CHIEF for 6% off at checkout. Now let's go ahead and jump right into this video. What's up, guys? It's Fifa Chief here. Today we're going to be looking at some crazy investments that can help you make a ton of coins on FIFA 22. And as we're diving into these, all I ask that you guys do, please drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and check out my Twitch. Link is in the description for all my daily live streams. So the investments that we're going to be looking at today, something that we look to invest in a lot, is League SBC investments. And we've got some new information upon us now. So something that a lot of people have been skeptical about is that when these League SBCs expire, people have been wondering, are these going to come back? Are the requirements going to be the same? What's it going to look like? And we just got our first round of kind of SBCs that expired and have come back. So the League One, the MLS, and the Eredivisie have been re-released here. So we know when these SBCs are gone, they will come back at some point, maybe with somewhat adjusted requirements, as the League One got a little bit adjusted. However, they are going to be back with similar, if not the exact same requirements, as I believe the MLS is in fact the exact same, maybe a little bit higher rating on some of these. So how we can use this for investments is basically, for example, when the League One, the MLS, and the Eredivisie SBCs went away, that means there's no longer really that demand there for picking up, for example, like League One bronzes and silvers. If that SBC isn't there, there is just no reason for anyone to have League One bronzes or silvers. Those don't really do anything for anybody. And that goes for the same thing as like Eredivisie, MLS. If those League SBCs aren't there, it's not like anybody's using these in their team or anything like that. So these cards have no value. So what happens to these, especially these major league ones that have the most demand, is these cards really start dropping in price. And if we go take a look at a graph here, let's go find the cheapest cards here. If we look at League One bronzes, and then we can show you kind of the massive drop that they had here when this kind of went away. So if we take a look here, let's look at this Matisse Carvalho guy. So flipping, let me pull this up, Matisse Carvalho here. And if we take a look at his price, what happens obviously when that demand's not there like it was 9 hours ago, this was updated, and that is before this League SBC got released. This guy was sitting there 350 coins a piece, and since then he has essentially tripled in price. And you can see Thursday, January 20th, I'm guessing is where that League SBC expired. It might have been Friday. And then after that, you just see massive drops in these cards. And that's just signifying there's literally no more demand for these cards when the League SBC is gone, but you're still getting supply. So these cards drop down big time. So what we're going to look to do is when these League SBCs are gone, for example, the Premier League expired today, the Bundesliga expired today, and then the Mexican League expired today. So what we're going to look to do is while these SBCs are gone and these players drop in price, like I just showed you there, we're going to look to potentially invest in these cards. So when these SBCs come back, we can make some great coins on them. For example, here, you can already see these Premier League silvers here are dropping in price massively. These things were like 4.5, 5K just 2 days ago when I sold all mine. GG if you invested in those. We hit big. And as you can see, these are just dropping massively. Like they are down to what, 1,500 coins here? These were 3,000 coins higher just 2 days ago when the SBC is there. And today is Thursday when I'm recording this, so we're getting a lot of supply for marquee matchups as well, which additionally helps investing in these cards. So the three SBCs we're looking at here are the Premier League, like I mentioned, the Bundesliga, and then the Mexican League. Now, the Mexican League is one that really isn't going to do a whole lot for you because typically those major league cards aren't that expensive anyway. As you can see here, though, they're still staying up in price a bit. They haven't come down too much, but the ones we're mainly going to be looking at are those major leagues because obviously those have much better packs, and so there's a lot more demand for those as well. So if we go ahead and jump in and take a look, for example, at the Bundesliga, let's go look at Bundesliga silvers here just to take a look at where their prices are at. And you can see with this SBC gone, these cards are currently selling for about 350 to 400 coins a piece. And just to quickly look on Footbin, let me go find a silver. And this is how you're really going to judge if it's a good time to invest in these cards, is go pick a silver. For example, here, I'm going to pick this Nielsen guy, and let's go take a look at his price. So 29 minutes ago, that doesn't really help us, So he was selling for 900 coins, and then you just have this massive drop off where now he's like 300, 400. And that's really what we're looking for here is it's a combination of, investing in this card when it has supply like it does on Thursdays with marquee matchups, and a combination of the league SBC being gone and them being down in price. So Bundesliga bronzes and silvers, I love the look of. And again, as time goes on, I'd assume these prices are just going to continue to drop here because, we just get more and more supply, but less demand with that SBC gone. But the ones I'm really interested in here are the Premier League silvers because, again, these guys week to week were typically selling for about 3,000 coins. Last week, like I said, just a couple of days ago, they were like 4,500 coins. Now, the only place where I can see this going wrong with the Premier League bronzes, silvers, everything like that, is if they were to change the requirements and require less bronze and silver cards in the Premier League. However, I don't really see this happening because unless they completely nerf the SBC, there's no 50k pack at the end, everything like that, then these cards won't really drop because they can't really lower the requirements because there were only 7 bronze or silver cards required for the Premier League. And I believe it's the same for the Bundesliga, but the Premier League is the one that really gives out the good pack with the 50k pack. So the risk that comes with this investment is essentially for the Premier League SBC, if they were to just change the SBC entirely in terms of the packs it gives back. So for example, when you would come over here, let's say the Serie A has a prime gold players pack here. So these bronzes and silvers have some sort of value, right? It requires 7 bronze or silver cards right there. And so that adds value to those bronze or silver cards. But let's say the next time they release the Serie A, it's only a 25k pack rather than a 45k pack for the full team reward. There's going to be less demand for those cards, so they're not going to rise as much. So it's there's some risk involved with it. You never know what EA is going to do in terms of those cards, but overall I just love investing in these league SBC bronzes and silvers after these league SBCs expire because you're not going to have any sort of demand for those. And we see it with all those League 1 bronzes, silvers, everything like that. The cards are seeing great jumps back up to some good prices. Another one I'd be interested to look at here is, for example, the Eredivisie. The Eredivisie, let's go find just the cheapest silver that there is. Actually, let's go bronze, honestly. We'll go silver. We'll go silver. So what are the current prices? Wow, these are cheap. Eredivisie is going to be a great SBC to run at the moment. So this one hasn't really seen much of a jump. So that would, again, encourage you to just kind of stick to the major leagues because as we saw with the French league, it saw some great results in terms of jumps for these cards. And if we take a look at these silvers here, I just want to go for one more foot bin comparison just to show you guys. Ooh, are these up at 1,000 coins here for the Eredivisie? Or the French league? These are up at 1,000 coins. And just to take a look at a card here, this guy's name is Briand. And if we look at him on Footbin here, he's currently 1,000 coins, obviously. And I mean, just a bit ago, he was 450, 700, things like that. You can see you get these massive drops when they're out of packs. And then these will start to rise back up as people get in on the investments and as, you get those leaks that the league SBCs are in fact coming back. So you can see it is kind of a self-explanatory thing. These league SBCs go away. There's no demand for the cards drop. The league SBC comes back, and all of a sudden there is that demand to get back in on those cards. So very simple investment in there. Love the Premier League silvers at the moment. Love the Premier League bronzes, both of those. However, there is the risk that SBC does get changed along with the Bundesliga. But guys, that is going to be it for this video. If you did enjoy it, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll catch you in the next video.